What's going on, guys? This is going to be a different type of video. We're going to be talking about what actually happened with the Philadelphia Eagles today against the Lions. Thank God we ended up winning. The final score is 38-35, but we got a lot to talk about the game. The background is just going to be Madden theme team gameplay while I try and absolutely bust my ass to buy this Michael Vick card that costs 2 million coins on the auction house. But let's get into the actual game that happened today. We'll start off on the offensive side of the ball because they produced like 30 points. So Jalen Hurts played pretty well. I think he had like really good decision making. His natural ability to get out the pocket, insane. He was just running around playing backyard football. But the only problem I did have with him today, and it's not really a problem, it's just something that's going to get fixed as the season goes on, is his throwing power was kind of low. He wasn't really giving the ball a lot of leeway for people to catch it in stride and keep running forward, except that one pass to AJ Brown, which we will talk about later. But he just wasn't giving the ball a lot of power on some of these throws. AJ Brown had to come back and damn near touch the ground to catch a pass that if he let it forward probably could have been way bigger, knowing how good AJ Brown is at breaking one tackle, his yards after catch. But besides that, Jalen Hurts played pretty well. I'm not disappointed with his performance. A lot of drop passes too on the offense, but that'll be straightened out as the season goes on, I assume. But yeah, no, Jalen Hurts played pretty well. He's a great running threat because this man was running all over the damn field. I think he had over 100 yards rushing, which is stupid, but it is what it is. Then we go to AJ Brown. Dog. This man is insane. He's probably the best 1v1 receiver we have, and he's at that point in where I would say towards the DeAndre Hopkins side of things. Fuck it, AJ's somewhere down there. I think we can do that if we need to, more like a security blanket. So I was very, very surprised with his performance in a good way. He had 155 receiving yards, which is the most ever for an Eagle during their debut game. So very, very happy with the way AJ Brown played. The offense in general, just to end the whole offensive side of the ball for this discussion, is I think the only problem I really saw with the offense was how heavily they relied on Jalen Hurts to leave the pocket, RPOs, which is good. It's a good play style to have, but I feel like they depended on it a little bit too much. The offensive line, I'll give them a little bit of leeway because it was the first game of the season, getting back to playing at normal, game speed, whatever. But I feel like the O-line kind of had a shaky start to the season. Jalen Hurts was under pressure damn near every time he had to throw the ball. But the times that he was able to really sit down and, make up his mind, he threw dimes. So I think the offensive line just needs to, straighten up a little bit, tighten up. On the defense, okay. So we'll go over the players that I think really performed well today. We'll start with James Bradberry. Dog. For the first 3 quarters of the game, I'd say. His first ever interception as an Eagle, he brought it back 4-6, which is amazing. He's a dog for that. He was locking people down the whole entire first 3 quarters, I'd say. And then the fourth quarter, because the defense was kind of backing off and playing more passive because we had a 17-point lead, everybody in general started to just give up big plays. But once again, we'll just chalk that up to, the season just now kicking off, them trying to ice the game, being up 17. But James Bradberry, dog, played pretty well. I'm very happy with his performance. He's a dog out there. Next, we got Kazir White. Kazir White played really good. I don't know how well his stats are going to be brought up in the box score or how much they're going to be talked about, but he had 3 tackles where he was on an island, just 1v1, able to bring down a running back, wide receiver. He did his job, and he also tipped the pass that led to James Bradberry taking it back for 6. So his ability, in the zone, pretty damn good. I'm very happy with the way he played. Hassan Reddick also played really well. I didn't know how fast he was until I was actually watching the game. I think he only got 2 tackles maybe, but him on the line, he's just so fast. He takes up at least 2 bodies if he's going towards the quarterback. Now, as for the defense as a whole, I feel like we start off so hot. Besides their first drive, which they got a touchdown on, which is whatever. The Eagles defense starts off really good and continues to be solid all the way until the last like quarter of the game. I don't know what happens, but we just let off the gas. And if we're up as much as we were, which was 17 points going into the fourth quarter, I don't think letting off the gas was the play there, because it made the game uncomfortably close. Like, I was sitting on the edge of my couch with my family, like, just like, please, it's 4th and 1, get the first down, please. And luckily we got it, but the game should not have been that close. I feel like in the fourth quarter they kind of changed up their game plan and started playing really passive and gave up a lot of chunk plays for no reason. So I just think, later in the game, defensive play calling should be a little bit more aggressive. At least stay consistent, keep doing what you've been doing, because I feel like from a spectator, I feel like the play calling definitely got passive. And it made the game really, really close against the Lions, who played really well, but I don't think the game should have been that close. We were up 17. We probably could have kept it at 17, even bumped the score up a little bit more if we just kept playing the same as we have all game on defense. But that's not to put down the Lions at all, because DeAndre Swift is a dog. That man had like 130 rushing yards, broke one for 51 in the first quarter, was putting in work. But I think that the Eagles definitely should have had that game pretty comfortably. I will say that. But overall, I think we played well. I think on the offense, just to get some key notes back out there. For the offense, it really just comes down to us protecting Jalen Hurts more, better offensive line presence, which is definitely going to be fixed because we have the best offensive line in the league. And then on the defense, just consistent play calling. I feel like the game definitely could have been put away way sooner, way more, I'll say comfortable, because it definitely got close at the end. But I'm glad we won. The final score was 38-35. It was a good game by the Eagles. And that's it for my week 1 recap. If you guys like it, I'll do it next week, because I always watch the games. I'm a huge Eagles fan, obviously. So if y'all like it, I'll keep doing it. As always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.